Hi guys, welcome back for another mukbang. Today is going to be very special. Obviously, I'm not alone today. I'm actually with the one and only Mr. Katzen, who, as you guys know by now, did my body. He is the guy behind how I look and the results, and this is the guy that did it.
Yay.
And so he's going to join me today for having his first In-N-Out.
Yep.
And it's also
First
his
ever.
birthday.
Yay, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
So this
Thank
is really cool for me to be here on his birthday, his first In-N-Out. And this is also my first In-N-Out ever since my surgery. Actually, ever since starting my weight loss journey. So it's been about 3 years since I've had In-N-Out.
All right, let's do it.
So here we go. Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below. We eat and talk, and they eat with us. Some of them do.
Okay.
We just we guys just hang out and chill.
All right. Hang out.
No pressure. We just eat, and Ariel is behind the camera, and she's going to be asking us a couple questions that you guys sent into my Instagram account. Things you guys want to know about Dr. Katzen or my surgeries. What is it called with the lettuce?
Oh, the protein style.
Protein style. Mm-hmm. So I'm going bunless today.
I think I got
You also got a protein style.
Yeah, protein style lettuce wrap, and
I think this one's yours then, because it has the cheese. I got mine without cheese.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and grab that one.
So Dr. Katzen, you got a double single, which is 2 meat patties, 1 cheese, and you got grilled onions, regular onions, and chopped chilies in there.
Yikes.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Let me get gotta get my hat on. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I should wear a hat too.
Oh, here you go.
Are you recording yourself that way?
I'm recording myself this way.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize that. Oh my god. I love that.
Just in case. Like, who's asking questions? So, as you guys dig in, I'm going to start asking some questions. So, Nick, you've shown every side of yourself online, from hilarious to heartbreaking. How does it feel to be sitting here today after your surgery, kind of a different version of yourself?
It feels a little surreal, for sure. I mean, and, you know, for the longest time, I was doing a lot of acting on my channels, a lot of trolling, a lot of being silly. And so I've it just kind of happened organically. I lost the weight. I also lost a lot of the acting. And so I just kind of feel like I've shed this old version of me. Now I have my skin all put in new places. So the feeling is surreal to have gone through this journey with millions of people following me. All right, here's my first bite, you guys.
After this, you'll be 2 patties ahead.
2 patties ahead. That's pretty good.
Mmm. How's yours?
All I got was lettuce. I'm not there yet.
His first In-N-Out is the lettuce wrap. People are going to say, oh no.
Missed the experience. All right, here we go. Ready? Oh. Lettuce in the way. Good.
All right, let's get on to your questions. Quinn Thirsty said, how long did the entire surgery take? Now, there were 2 different procedures with Dr. Katzen.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about how long each one took.
I was asleep, so I don't know. I just woke up and said, where am I?
There were 2 different procedures. Let's talk about the first one. That was a body lift and your arm lift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dr. Katzen?
And that took about 8 hours from skin to skin. You know, we had about half an hour in the beginning to get you asleep, make sure you're comfortable, general anesthesia and everything. And then about half an hour later at the end of the surgery to get the garment on, wake you up and everything like that. And then the second surgery was about 6 hours. The second surgery was the chest and the thighs.
The thighs.
I can demonstrate. Okay. This was number 1.
Number 1.
With the arms.
So arms and body lift. Some people call it a brachioplasty, arm lift, arm reduction, circumferential 360 body lift, or a belt lipectomy, same thing. Goes from the front all the way around the back.
All the way around, you guys.
360.
See that? Yeah. And you did such a good job. I love showing it off.
My mum scar said, were there any complications?
For the surgery, I don't think I had complications. The only complication I know about was the constipation. That was something I struggled with real bad. that was actually, especially the first surgery, I was eating way too much fruit. I was pounding down a whole pineapple a day and like 2 avocados.
Yeah, there's a lot of fiber. So we want you on a high protein diet for the healing, but in your case, there's probably too much fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way too much fiber.
And constipation is very common after these procedures, the general anesthesia, drinking all that protein, bed rest, the narcotics for the pain control, and the garment being really tight. So constipation is pretty much a given. Everyone gets some degree of constipation.
Leah is asking, Nick, was it worth all the pain, money, and recovery?
Oh, absolutely. I would do it all over again. If Dr. Katzen said, Nick, we have to repeat this whole thing in order for you to ensure that you maintain this, I would definitely say okay. Because it just feels so good. It looks so good. I instantly felt better. Even still on the painkillers and not being able to walk. I just, looking at that skin gone, it was like, oh wow, it's just instant confidence boost. It's like when you play The Sims and you put them on the little exercise machine, their bars go, it's just instant, boom. And there's very few things in this world that give you instant gratification in like an okay way. Usually if you have instant gratification, it's going to have consequences. Building muscle, that takes time. Learning a new skill, piano, that takes time. Very few things give you instant results like plastic surgery does. So I really loved that experience.
You know, even though it was instant gratification for you, it took sort of months and months for you to lose the weight to become ready for the plastic surgery.
Okay, someone's asking, which one was more painful out of the 2 surgeries?
Good question.
Probably the 360 lift. That was number 1. Close second place, I think, for me was the thigh lift. That was a different type of pain. It was more surface level. I remember telling you about that. It was like, it wasn't like a deep pain.
Yeah.
It was like slicing. And I remember having some issues with my armpits for a couple days. It passes by. You know, you live it in the moment. In 3 days, it's kind of over. But if I had to choose one, it would have been the 360 lift, which makes the most sense. It has the most terror and reconstruction.
And the 360 lift gets you sort of every which way. It gets you from the tummy, so you're pulled forward. The hips, they're pulled from side to side. The back is pulling you backwards. So every movement you make, it just gets sort of tighter and tighter. It's like those finger traps where you put your fingers in on each side and try to pull them apart. That's sort of like the body lift. It just gets tighter every way you sort of move.
It was such an adventure. I mean, now I'm thinking about it all over again. My gosh. But everyone has to go through it, you know? Like you said, it's a normal part of the process.
That leads into the next question. How are the staff that took care of you? Nurses, CNAs, EMTs, doctor, surgeon, and staff?
Very good. I was actually just talking to you about how I was like, oh, Nurse John was so nice, and Antoine, the guy that put me under, was so nice. I mean, everyone was very friendly and very polite and professional. And I had some really good nurses at the aftercare. Yeah, just good experience all around with everybody, all the different people. And you. Yeah, I mean, the marketing directors, we have the front desk people, the patient coordinators. I mean, everyone's been very friendly. So it's been a kind of like a family experience.
Are you planning on getting more work done in the future? Amanda's asking.
As of now, no.
You're perfect. There's nothing else
What
to do.
I need? What do I need? Let me look in the mirror. Honestly, I just need to kind of tone my body. I don't think I need any more plastic surgery. I didn't go into plastic surgery to change my appearance in terms of like my unique characteristics. I went into this whole journey to take care of loose skin. That's all it really was. Quality of life issue. Being able to put on clothes again. Have normal exercise activity without things swinging around. That's all it really was. So I feel like I don't have any other place where there's loose skin that I feel like I need to... He really did everything. Arms, legs, torsos, back, everything.
Smooth like an avocado.
Yeah.
Completely agree. I don't think you need anything else. Everything's tight. There's no loose skin. Continue to eat right, diets, exercise. You'll maintain this body for a long time.
Hopefully forever.
Does it feel different or weird when you sleep or take showers?
I've actually got used to it better than I thought I would, but I couldn't sleep on my side. I'm a side sleeper.
Okay.
So I had to sleep sitting upright on a wedge pillow for a very long time. And I had already been doing that many weeks prior to you because I had my facelift. So it was just, I spent almost 5 months straight sleeping upright, which I was not happy about. I'm finally sleeping on my side again, but it took a long time. Oh, I slept in a recliner actually for the first...
The recliner is sort of the best instrument tool to get you in that right position. And then you just push the ejector button. So you push the button and it gets you from a sitting position to a standing position. No one really else to help you or tug on you to get you out of bed. So we really like the recliner.
I love the recliner.
And the reason we didn't have you go on your side during the recovery is if you sleep on your side, the skin on the hips is really thin, so you could easily erode that and you get a big open wound, big problem.
I could have busted the...
busted it open. Yeah. Probably the most important thing is not moving around too much at first. Getting in that 100 grams of protein, doing those breathing exercises, you'll be good to go.
Did you look at Nick and know that he would have amazing results, as amazing as they are?
Yeah, so plastic surgeons a lot of the time can look at a patient and sort of see through them and already see their post-op results.
You did tell me I wouldn't be too juicy.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, he's not going to be a leaker.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
So patients that are juicy means they bleed more than average, or they'll leak a lot in their drains. Okay, and patients typically have more fat than you did, so those patients are juicy.
Okay.
All right, so you didn't have a lot of fat. You lost it all with your diet, exercise, and yours was mostly a skin issue, so we took care of the skin, and I saw you with your weight loss, with your structure, the way you lost the weight, your health, your quality of your skin, we knew you'd get a home run.
And I remember I said I wanted kind of a more feminine cut for my... Holy moly, but look at this beautiful cut, this beautiful swoosh, beautiful wrapping around my hips. Like this belly button he made, by the way.
Body lift.
Yeah, it's the style I wanted.
Yeah.
And he knew exactly what to do.
Yeah. So
and he wowed me.
Yeah.
I was floored. It was way better than... He just did it. I remember going into surgery, I'm like, yeah, make me a little feminine, and boom, he gave me this beautiful bikini cut. It's like people are commenting like, wow, that's really...
So it's called anti-cookie cutter. So some plastic surgeons, they will do the same operation, whether you're male or female.
Oh, really?
And your final result always looks the same.
Oh.
Okay. So our plastic surgery practice is different. We ask the patient what you want. Not what I want, what you want. So if you want more curves, we do more of a low in the front and then high over the hip incision, more of an hourglass situation.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That shows off the curves a little bit better. If you want to hide the incision more and you don't want to worry necessarily about the curves, then we go more with the horizontal cut.
On top of that, like so many people wear high-waisted bikinis or like high-waisted things these days, and it's very easy to hide that incision when you're wearing these high-waisted things. Like for example, when we put that thong on you, you can't see the incision.
Yeah. I love my shape. It still blows me away.
Good.
And it's been almost half a year, and I still look in the mirror and I say, damn.
You look good.
Wow. People actually do comment that this is the best tummy tuck I've ever seen.
Cool.
I've been getting that a lot on my Instagram especially. I've seen a lot of people say, I think maybe it's not as common to do the high waist, high hip.
Yeah, not as common, but that's the shape you want.
If you guys can stomach it, for those of you that like those types of videos, he actually has on his YouTube channel, which I will be linking in the description, my actual surgery. So you can watch him make my belly button.
Was there a specific moment that pushed you to finally go through with this surgery?
Yeah.
Well, I ended up getting a facelift, and it was so much easier than I thought. I really worked myself up for it. I was like, wow, this is it. It's so easy. And I was in love with the instant result that I immediately was like, day 3 of recovering from my facelift. All right, I've been having my eye on Dr. Katzen for a couple months now. I was thinking about it. I was talking to his office a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if I can handle it. And I immediately said, I'm ready. Let's do it. And I went into this experience feeling very excited and confident. I was like, if I end up doing this, it's going to be Dr. Katzen. But,
well, thank you.
Yes, thank you. You're the best.
Thank you.
You are the best. I did a lot of research, many months of research.
So how much did the excess skin bother you?
I lost all the weight. I should feel very proud and accomplished of where I was. And I was, to a degree, but I felt very discouraged in clothing, exercising, showering. I still felt fat. Even though I wasn't fat, I still felt fat. And it was a horrible feeling to go through years of hard work, discipline, diet, and exercise, and then be like, I still feel fat. So it bothered me a lot. A lot more than I thought. I actually thought I would get used to it, and I just couldn't. Yeah.
We get that quite frequently. You know, patients lose the weight, and then they're like, nobody told me about this part, and they have the excess skin. Some patients get so frustrated that they're like, I'd rather be obese and gain some of the weight back, or maybe sometimes so they don't have the excess skin. So that's kind of dangerous.
Oh, God.
But, you know, a lot of the patients that we see are sort of getting rid of the excess skin and fat to sort of complete the journey, to get rid of the skin and the fat once and for all, and to have lost the weight, and now to get what we call part 2 getting rid of the excess skin and fat.
Was there a moment that you felt truly free in your body after your procedures?
Yes. When I went to Colombia, I ended up doing a little hike. And I remember I sent you guys some videos on the mountain.
That was so cool.
That was my first major exercise since any of the procedures I had. And then by that time, it had been about 3 months, I think, a good solid 3 months since my procedures. Here I am out in nature, breathing the fresh air. The sun's beating down on me. I'm surrounded by greenery. It was a very lush park in Colombia.
Yeah.
And that was a big moment for me. And that was only possible because I had gotten the skin removed. I survived it. I healed it. There I was, climbing a mountain.
Did you try any non-surgical options for your skin first?
Red light therapy? I don't know if it did anything.
Yeah. If your skin's been stretched out for so many years and been obese for so many years, these minimal treatments aren't really going to do much. You sort of need maximal treatment, which is the excision of skin and fat. My patients come to me with excess skin, and the only way to get rid of this excess skin is by cutting the skin out, removing it. And it's a big step. You know, you are coming to the table, if you will, and you're literally trading skin for a scar. I'll get rid of your skin, but in exchange, you keep a scar.
Someone's asking if his scars will continue to fade over time.
Yeah, scars continue to fade usually for over about 2 years.
2 years.
About 2 years. They constantly remodel. There's basically collagen in there, and collagen gets replaced by a different kind of collagen, and it just gets softer and softer, and it fades. So usually after about 2 years, it's not going to change too much after about 2 years. But you want to be very careful not to get that scar sunburn, because it's sort of like baby skin. It's going to scar. It's going to get very red if it's exposed to radiation from the sun.
Were you scared through this process at all?
Not really, to be honest. I felt more comfortable than I thought I would. If you would have asked me a year before, I was petrified. I didn't even want to do it. And I really trusted your ability. Like, I knew your work. I knew I would come out looking snatched. You told me I'd be snatched, and I knew I'd be snatched. And I didn't really have it. I really faced my biggest fear, and I did it, and I did it with such ease. And I really think it's a lot to do with you and your charisma and just the energy in this whole office.
Yeah,
you know, I really mean that. Even the moment where I thought I was going to pass out, you're like, all right.
Oh, lay on the bed.
Here we go.
I remember that.
Lay straight down. Here we go.
Yeah. So sometimes that happens. Patients, and they get dizzy, and the medical term for it is vasovagal. It's basically you're fainting. And by far the majority of patients do great under anesthesia, and almost everybody comes out on the other side saying, I'm so glad I did this procedure.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Would you say the surgery changed your confidence or career in any way?
Yeah, my confidence is really through the roof. I feel better about myself. And it's going to open a lot of doors for me. Having this new body, there's so many new things I can do, exercise-wise. I mean, it's just when you have the best equipment, you know, your vehicle for getting around the world, it's just there's so much more you can do. Even cleaning the house. Even cleaning the house just feels so much easier.
Good.
Dr. Katzen, what stood out to you about Nick's case as a plastic surgeon?
I mean, he purposely gained the weight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, so that's kind of exceptional.
Being fat on purpose.
And then how long did it take for you to lose the weight?
2.3 years.
Yeah, and you lost it naturally, so that's a major accomplishment. Losing that amount of weight. And
Is
losing
that more rare for...
Yeah, and then losing that amount of weight in that short a time and keeping it off. But you're highly motivated.
Would that be considered short?
Yeah, relatively
It was like
short.
8 pounds a month.
Yeah, that's pretty short.
Yeah?
I mean, most of my natural weight loss patients actually take longer to keep it off. They may lose it, but they gain a little bit back along the way. So short term, lost a lot of weight. Extremely committed to getting the surgery done. Some people sort of come in for consults, and then like a year later, they're like, okay, we're ready to do it. But you came in, you want to do it, let's do it. Here we are.
Yeah, before I snapped out of it.
You had to catch it while you were on that wave.
I was on that wave of feeling good with the facelift. I'm like, do it now before I change my mind.
Yeah. And then also with Nick's case, again, you didn't have much fat. Yours was mostly skin. So patients that are mostly skin get the best results.
Okay.
Yeah, so the more weight you can lose, the better. The longer you're at your plateau, the better. If you're there for about like 3 or 4 months, then you're ready for these procedures.
I think I plateaued. You know, I'd stopped. I actually went down to 150 something, but then I went to 170, and I stayed there for a good half a year.
Yeah, so it's very common whether you lose your weight naturally or maybe with gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, etc., for patients to lose weight, and then sort of bottom out and reach a weight that's unsustainable or too thin for them. Patients will lose a lot of the facial fat. They won't like the way they look, and they'll actually gain 10, 15, 20 pounds to feel better, look better, have a little bit more energy. So that's a very common story that we hear with weight loss patients.
20 pounds.
Yeah. So
but then I've been in the 170s for a year now, at least a year.
Nick, what was it like waking up and seeing your body without the extra skin?
It was wonderful. And I remember I was in a lot of pain in that moment. That was like the first day, maybe the second.
Yeah, I think it was like 12 hours after surgery.
Yeah, I was, you're a little busted. You've just been split open. So I remember I was like, oh God, what did I do? And then she comes in and says, oh, you want to see your results? I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen them yet. And she showed it to me, and I instantly, my mind said, there's no more pain. It's gone.
Cool.
It's like
all worth it.
All worth it. Like that, all right. The pain no longer hurts as bad.
Wow.
That's how amazing it was for me. And I just feel like there's so many people out there that are probably in that same boat, and they think that there's one day their body might just snatch back and it'll just rebound, like a rubber band. It's not going to happen,
So thank you so much, Nick, for having us and Dr. Katzen on your channel.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
This was so nice.
Oh, thank you.
I hope.
Crash.
Don't drop our lunch.
It's been so good. Seriously. This was the guy I chose, and I'm so pleased that I did it. And, my thing's over. The show is over. The mask is pulled off. Boom, I'm telling you the truth. I just want to tell people about Dr. Katzen because I feel like he really helped finish my story for everyone here on YouTube to witness. And I also know there's people out there that probably need their skin removed too.
We'd love to answer any kind of questions, so always fire us an email or contact us through YouTube or Instagram. DM us. We get you all answered up. We always love answering questions.
I've seen you on YouTube. He's go to his YouTube channel. He's posting every week new content of his surgeries of his patients. I mean, I'm on there, but he has a lot of other people on there, and so like he'll answer people's questions in the comments. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below.